A most wretched sonnet indeed.
Lord Byron, he's not.
I do not believe so. Good day, Pen. Pen.
Colin! I did not know you would be here.
Sorry to disappoint. Our host looks a bit fussy. Do you think if he goes to bed, we all have to leave?
Mr. Bridgerton, I believe you owe me a dance this evening, and I have only one more space remaining on my card.
I was lucky the lady produced an heir before the old girl croaked, man.
Lucky indeed.
Penelope, I did not see you there.
I'm afraid I cannot offer you that dance, Miss Cowper. I am to escort Miss Featherington to the floor. I have been trying to get in front of Miss Thompson all night. Surely she cannot be interested in Lord Rutledge, can she?
I think the only thing Miss Thompson is interested in is a swift rescue indeed.
I believe you're right.
Colin, I did not mean...
Pen, he is kind and funny and a surprisingly accomplished dancer. And, well, I'm sure you've seen him with the small Bridgertons. He will be a wonderful father. Did you see the way he rescued me tonight? He's not like the other young men who play games and guard their affections. He is eager. Pen, I believe he will propose soon. I shan't have to marry Rutledge.
I applaud you, Miss Thompson. I bring you flowers on each of my visits, and yet you react with admirable surprise every time.
Now, where is Colin?
You can choose anyone but him.
You will seduce him. I will do what I must.
I have wanted to talk to you since the engagement was announced, but we've always been in company.
So this is something about Marina?
Her heart belongs to another.
What? I have asked Miss Marina Thompson to be my wife, and she has accepted. You really are very good, you know that.
You love him?
What?
No, it makes sense now. Your objections, your meddling. You love Colin Bridgerton. Your love is an unrequited fantasy. Colin sees you as you are and regards you no differently than he does Eloise, or even little Hyacinth. He sees me as a wife, a woman. And as a woman, I must make these difficult choices for myself and for my child. Even if they hurt your feelings. You were right about Colin. He is a good man with a good heart. You were very good to him. I am certain one day he will see it.
I owe you an apology. I did not see it at first, but I know you were only trying to prevent me from heartache with Miss Thompson, and I was a fool.
You are not a fool. You merely believed yourself in love. One should never apologize for that. One finds oneself in such an incredible position and, well, one should declare it. Assuredly, fervently, loudly.
I'm leaving. First thing tomorrow morning, I begin my tour. I'm to start in the Mediterranean. It was actually you who inspired me.
I know you will miss him.
Share something good. Colin has been keeping me informed of his adventures in Greece.
In fairness, I've stopped reading his letters. He rambles, does he not?
Well, he's certainly no Lady Whistledown.
What is that?
What is what?
What you were writing?
I'm not writing.
You were?
Prudence. Do not hand it back!
Little devil doll. Penelope was writing to Colin Bridgerton.
Pen,
Oh, Colin!
we did not get a chance to speak this morning.
We did. I said Colin, but Then again, there was nothing of note. I had wanted to hear more about your travels.
I thought you would have been bored of my travels by now. You read and replied to more of my letters than anyone else.
Because I did, though there was always so much more to say than one can put onto the page.
Pen, how have you been?
Well, I have been well, and you? Do not answer that. I know who you've been. You must tell me the name of the young lady you seem to have met while out of the country.
Oh, what can you mean?
Lonely, perhaps.
Well, I was never on my own, of course.
You mentioned at the races you were never lonely. I only assumed... Never mind.
If you would simply open your eyes to what is in front of you, then you might see there are those in your life you already make happy.
Your letters were so encouraging. I thought, if Penelope can see me this way, then surely I can too. And who would that be?
You have your family. You have Penelope.
You've sworn off women, then?
Not for the time being.
I am a woman.
You are Pen. You do not count. You're my friend.
Of course. Your friend. Perhaps seeing her was what you needed. To leave the past behind. To no longer feel the need to forswear women.
I suppose there is no use dwelling on the past. I am indeed thinking of the future. Pardon me.
I am certain you will find your purpose one day. Everyone must eventually.
Have you found yours?
Of course not. My purpose will challenge me to be brave and witty. My purpose will propel me far beyond the watchful glare of my mamma. My purpose shall set me free. I do believe we must allow ourselves those private moments, so that we may face reality armed with our reveries.
Lady Crane was right about you.
Lady Crane? What did she say?
That you cared for me. That you would never forsake me. I'm beginning to believe that now. Our relationship has taken shape so naturally over the years, one could take it for granted. You have always been so constant and loyal, Pen. Come with me. You're special to me.
As are you. To me. You're astonishing, Colin. I cannot thank you enough for looking after us.
I will always look after you, Penelope. Penelope Featherington.
The way you were dancing with her looked rather interesting.
Oh.
You courting the girl, Bridgerton?
Ah, are you mad? I would never dream of courting Penelope Featherington. Not in your wildest fantasies, Fife. Pen, it is good to see you.
Is it?
Truly, it has felt like I have been absent years instead of months.
Much has certainly changed in that time.
A good deal, I know. That was all the rage in Paris.
You look distinguished, but then again you always have.
Well, when all is said and done, it is merely clothing.
I do not wish to see a citrus colour ever again.
Sour colors indeed. But what has brought about this sudden desire for change?
Pen,
Colin, what are you doing out here?
I'm just getting some fresh air. Something wrong? Pen, between us, I mean. I wrote to you this summer, as I always do, and, well, you did not respond. Admittedly, very few did, but if you are going to make me say it out loud, I miss you.
You miss me.
You've a visitor, miss.
You miss me, but you had never caught me, is that correct?
Pen,
I overheard you.
I'm not the man I was last season. And I'm most certainly not ashamed of you, Pen. The opposite is true. In fact, I seek you out at every social assembly because I know you will lift my spirits and make me see the world in ways I could not have imagined. Perhaps we should talk about this somewhere more private.
Because I embarrass you. Of course you had never caught me. I am the laughingstock of the town even when I changed my entire wardrobe.
If a husband is what you seek, then let me help you.
Help me how?
There is nothing more I want than to earn back the favour of the one person who has always truly made me feel appreciated. What do you say?
You want me to shake your hand?
It is perhaps unusual, but are we not friends?
Friends.
Pen, living for the estimation of others is a trap. Once you break free, the world opens up.
You make it sound so easy.
Why is it you want a husband?
So that I may have my freedom. So that I may feel comfortable in the world.
Imagine what you would want to say to me if I were a suitor, without concerning yourself with how I might receive it.
Your eyes. A most remarkable shade of blue. Yet somehow they shine even brighter when you are kind.
Pen, were you reading that?
No, I did not mean to.
You did not mean to pick up my journal and read it.
No, I did, but I should not have.
Damn!
Colin, your hand.
It is nothing.
It's not nothing. Stay there. How's your hand?
Much better. Thanks to you.
It is rather unseemly that Miss Featherington took his help.
Pitiable, I think.
It is kind of him, but perhaps overly so.
I had to see how you were.
You ride whistle down.
She's beastly to write such things about you.
It's her job to report what everyone is talking about. It would have been suspicious if she had not. In truth, I brought this on myself. A sad, stupid girl who believes she might possibly have a chance of love.
You must not say such things.
Would you kiss me?
Penelope.
It would not have to mean anything.
Pen, I've not been able to sleep. Not been able to eat. I can barely speak these days. My entire thoughts consumed by
What?
our kiss. The lessons. You said they cannot continue.
They cannot. Whistledown has written about us. I have embarrassed myself and my family, and if we were to continue, I would embarrass yours as well.
Yes, that is very sensible.
In fact, it may be best if we keep our distance for now.
Do you feel some attachment to him?
It is early. He does seem to have a strength of character.
But I thought you believed the best foundation for great love was friendship.
Indeed, I do. It is how your father and I began. But it is rare to begin as friends and for both parties to then feel more.
And how did you and father know it was reciprocated?
Because he gathered the courage to ask.
Aye.
Miss Featherington, I believe it's time for our dance.
At last night's ball, when you were asking about friendship and whether it can blossom into love, is there something you wished to discuss with me?
That is kind of you, Mother. But it was purely a speculative question.
I hear Penelope may be getting a proposal tonight. Lady Featherington will not stop telling anyone who will listen.
Tonight?
No, I meant your brother is walking right up to Penelope and Lord Debling.
Do you mind if I interrupt?
Colin,
It should only take a moment.
Colin, you are going to ruin things between me and Debling.
Well, perhaps that is for the best.
What do you mean?
Pen, you cannot marry him. You hardly know him.
I know him well enough.
And I hear he is leaving. It's 3 years.
I know that already, Colin.
I thought you might have had a falling out with Mr. Bridgerton. But now I suspect you may have been searching for him for a very different reason. For the same reason you prefer your drawing room window and the view it affords out towards the house across the square.
I said I would help you find a husband, but I cannot stand by and watch you make a mistake.
The only mistake was me ever asking for your help in the first place. Colin Bridgerton would never, ever have feelings for me. It is laughable to think as much. We are friends. Nothing more.
But would you like it to be more?
Penelope,
I do not wish to speak with you.
please.
Whatever it is you are searching for, I do hope you find it.
You cannot marry that man. He will leave you, and he is too particular, and he is just not right for you, Pen. What if I did have feelings for you?
What?
I have spent so long trying to feel less, trying to be the kind of man society expects me to be. And for a moment, I thought I had succeeded. But these past few weeks have been full of confounding feelings. Feelings like a total inability to stop thinking about you. About that kiss.
Do not say things you do not mean.
But I do mean it. It is everything I have wanted to say to you for weeks.
But I'd very much like to be more than friends. So much more.
You coming with me?
What? Your family will see me.
For God's sake, Penelope Featherington, are you going to marry me or not?